North Carolina, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Massachusetts, and just this morning we heard we won Maine as well.
Yeah, right.
And we all know it's going to be a while before the final results come in California, but those of you who have been knocked down, those of you who have been counted out, this is your campaign. This is your campaign. Look, we're going to bring together all Americans, and we did that. We showed that last night, regardless of your race, your gender, whether you have a disability, your ethnicity, Democrats, Republicans, independents, of every stripe. And I really mean that. This is what we have to do to win. This is what we have to do to unify the nation. That's why I entered the race in the first place, to unify this country. So we welcome all those who want to join us, all those who want to join us, and to build a movement. And this is a movement we are building. It is a movement, and we need that movement to beat Donald Trump and to build a future we all know is possible. You know, I'm especially proud that our campaign is generating so much enthusiasm, driving up voter turnout all across the nation. This idea that we didn't have a movement. Look at the results. Look at who's showing up. We are bringing out, this campaign, the people behind me are bringing out people who have not participated. And it's way up, way up. And so it proves to me that positive, progressive vision we have been providing for the nation is resonating all over the country. To make sure health care is affordable and accessible to everyone. To make sure that every child gets a quality education regardless of the zip code they live in. And to take on and beat the NRA and the gun manufacturers, which I promise you I will do. And not only protect Social Security, but what I've been calling for some time, increasing benefits for those who are seniors that are in need now after they've lost a spouse or they have essentially run out of their coverage because they've been living long, thank God, and securing it for every generation that follows. That's the proposal we put forward. And take on the existential threat of climate change. You know, it is the existential threat to our planet. And, you know, creating, in the process, we'll create over 10 million good paying jobs. Not 15 bucks an hour, 45, 50 bucks an hour with benefits. That's what's going to happen. And those people who may be displaced by this process, they're the ones who are going to get those jobs. And I was proud to serve as President Obama's vice president for 8 years and what we were able to accomplish. But from passing Obamacare to the work we did to help rescue the auto industry, and the nation's economy. Everybody kind of forgets. My mother used to have an expression. She'd say, the greatest ability God gave mankind was the ability to forget. And then she'd say, if that weren't the case, women would only have one child. Kidding. But all kidding aside, you forget where we were. And we were just getting ready. We had just gotten the economy up and running again in a big way. And we were about to rebuild the middle class in a way that we should be building it now. We will. We took on a climate change. Everything was just beginning. But we know we have so much more to do. We have to put in a bigger, broader vision for this nation and make it happen. But first we have to defeat Donald Trump. And so we have to keep Nancy Pelosi as the Speaker in order to do that. We have to also win the Senate back. And that's how we're going to, this vision that I have for the future, that's how I'm going to be able to make it a reality. You know, what we can't let happen in the next few weeks is let this primary turn into a campaign of negative attacks. The only thing that can do is help Donald Trump, and it doesn't do anything to help any one of the candidates who are left in the campaign. So we have to keep our eye on the ball. And the eye on the ball is to reclaim the soul of this country. I believe people understand the moment we're in. That Donald Trump poses an existential threat to our standing in the world. And he really does. They have to know that he's fanned the flame. They all know that he's fanned the flames of hate and sought to divide us. They've watched him insult our allies and embrace demagogues. He's embraced dictators all around the world. At the same time, our alliances are weakened. Without any question, every alliance we've had has been weakened. And they know that if we give this man another 4 years in the White House, he'll forever and fundamentally change the character of this nation. We can't let this happen. That's why, from the moment I entered this race, I did say we're in the battle for the soul of this nation. and we are. Now it's on to Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Idaho, North Dakota, Washington State. And we're going to take this fight all across America to rebuild the middle class, to give people an opportunity that's been denied them of late with this president, and to unite. The next president, I said many times, has to be able, he or she has to be able on the first day that they're elected president, they're sworn in, stand on the stage, and they're going to face a divided nation and a world in disarray. And they have to be able to know what they're doing. I know what I want to do. I'm going to make it clearer and clearer to all the people in this country between now and Election Day. And I believe we have a significant opportunity to move this country to command the 21st century, unlike we've had any opportunity before. I really believe that with every fiber of my being. And so, folks, as I've said from the beginning, character's on the ballot. Not only the character of the candidates, but the character of the nation. So I'm looking forward to it. And again, I want to thank you all. I'm not going to take any questions. I'm sure you all have thousands of them, and you're going to get a chance to ask me a lot of them as we go along. I just wanted to make a statement before I head it out. I'm doing another interview in a moment here, and but I want to thank you all and thank everybody behind me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is this the establishment trying to meet 30 standards, Mr. Vice President?
The establishment are all those hard-working, middle-class people, those African Americans, those single women.
Okay, so he'll answer one question.